Ha ha ha. I'm sorry. I can't help it, Mr. Thomas. It's something personal, but you gotta admit, it's funny.
I can't believe this. I was nothing but nice to those boys. Why would they?
Look, old chap, it is what it is. I've gotta be my way now.
My house, my savings, gone in the blink of an eye. I've got nothing but my stinky loot. What could have gotten into them? I bet it's their teachers at their schools, or I was going to hear in the news. No, it's their parents. War breaks out in front for some reason. Parents no longer parent their own children. Ridiculous. For goodness sake, they don't have jobs to keep them busy anymore. If anything, they should spend more time with their children. I'll have a word with them. They think they can ruin my life and get away for it, but I won't stand for that. I haven't a damn clue where those boys live though. They just showed up in the car park one day. I'll find them. Good evening, miss. I've spent all day searching for anyone that knows anything about the boys down by the old car park. They locked me in my loot and—
What led you to believe that you had the right to come in at such an hour and knock at my door while my husband and I are trying to have supper?
My sincerest apologies, miss.
Normally, I don't even talk to people like you. No respect for people with class.
What's going on here? Is this old timer giving you a hard time?
Please, I just want to know if you've seen or heard anything, then I'll be on my way.
About what?
The group of boys who hang out around the old car park. My house was destroyed and these boys are responsible. I've searched all day to find someone who knows something.
Oh, are you that man that lives in the number 3 house there? Truly incredible architecture. My boy was telling me about the corkscrew staircase and it being 200 years old. Is that true?
It was true. Now, my house is a pile of rubble next to the old car park. How does your boy know about the inside of my house? Unless he's Trevor. He's the one I showed my house to the day before he locked me in my loo and destroyed my house. That evil delinquent. I'll make sure you all pay for this.
Hey, old man, don't be accusing my boy of such deeds. I assure you, I taught him to respect architecture.
Yes, and I made him promise to stop hanging out with those dirty, wormsy common boys anyway. You've got the wrong house.
Just have a talk with your boy. I bet he's not as innocent as you think.
We'll mention it to him, but don't you ever come back to this house or we'll call the police.
I should be the one calling the police on your evil son.
The gang is burning scraps from Mr. Thomas's house in celebration. Trevor stands off to the side, back to his quiet demeanor.
I can't believe we pulled that off. That was amazing. We're gonna be famous.
Yeah, every newspaper in London will be talking about the worms that come and gang.
Thanks to Blackie, this has been our most successful plan yet.
Listen up, guys. This was T's plan. He's the one who organized it and made it happen. T, come join the gang. Without you, T, this would not have been possible. Come celebrate.
I guess it was pretty cool when it collapsed.
Everybody congratulate T for following through with his dream.
Woo!
Oh, hey Trevor. Did you hear what happened at Mr. Thomas's house? Somebody managed to destroy it from the inside out.
I haven't a clue.
It sounds so dreadful. It's like the house never even existed. One moment it's there and the other it's not. What were you up to last evening, son?
Was with the gang.
Queerest thing happened midday. Old Misery had something to say. He said you and your mates tore his house to shambles. Trevor, look at me, my boy. You would never do something so horrid. I know you. No son of mine will be a criminal. I won't let you run around ruining our family name. Now get out of this house this instant.
Blackie! This is a beautiful home you got here, lad. Beautiful architecture must be celebrated. I bet T would have loved it here.
Thank you. I'm really starting to see what T was going on about back then. You know, with the 200-year-old staircase and paneling. Becoming an architect has really opened my eyes to a new world.
You know, I never know why T wanted to knock down that house so badly.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it a lot recently. I think it has something to do with his family.
How so?
I think he used to be pretty well off, if you know what I mean. He was always different from the rest of us.
You mean his name?
That, and just the way he acted, the things he said, the way he talked.
So you think he moved down in the world?
Right. I think he moved down in the world and didn't know how to handle it.
So he took it out on old Misery?
So he took it out on old Misery. A man who had everything to a man who had nothing. Why should old Misery have so much if T had so little? We had no reason to question why old Misery treated us the way he did. We just questioned it because we didn't understand.
He was so miserable that he wanted to show others what he was feeling.
Exactly. Being able to lead the gang with such a devious plan and take over my leadership.
Right, but how come you allowed such a thing?
T seemed driven and ambitious. He knew what he was doing and he led well.
It's a shame his life had to spiral out of control. It just goes to show how growing up in a time like that affected all of us, especially T. All of us had a rough situation, but T took it the hardest.
He destroyed old Misery's life and his own, but in return, he created new opportunities for the gang. He's the reason we are where we are today.
That's true. Anyways, it's about time I headed off. I have some things at the church I need to attend to.
Of course. Very well, Mike. Nice to catch up again.
I can't believe this. I was...
Burning scraps from Mr. Thomas's house in celebration.
Out of control. We all had it.
Hey, my sincerest apologies, miss.
What's going on here?
My sincerest apologies, miss.
Normally, I don't even talk to people like you.
Blackie, this
Hey,
is a
Mike.
nice home you've got here, lad.
Thanks.
Beautiful architecture must be celebrated.
Thanks, Mike.
I bet T would have loved it here.
Who's going?
Derrick,
Derrick's line! Why are you not speaking?
Is my line?
At this moment, Director Daniella was very frustrated with Derrick.
I thought it was Michael's line.
Okay.
The day before, he locked me in my loo and destroyed my house. That evil delinquent.
just go whenever you feel you're ready. I can cut it.
Derrick's. It was true. Now my house is a pile of rubble. That evil delinquent! I'll make you.
Hour and disrupt. Supper with my. To knock on my door at such an hour. Me and my husband. Just say and, Derrick. Just say.
To the day before, he locked me in my loo and destroyed my house. How does
Trevor always said, destruction is a form of creation.